Zilker Park is considered Austin's most loved park. This 351-acre park is home to a variety of recreational opportunities, facilities, and special events for individuals and families. This vision plan seeks to improve people's access to this vital park by identifying necessary funding, maintenance, and infrastructure for its millions of annual visitors, all while preserving its natural features. By developing a framework for ecological restoration, improvement, and ongoing stewardship of Zilker Park, we aim to preserve the park for future generations. This plan was informed by community engagement opportunities over the course of 2 years, including in-person pop-up events across all 10 districts, 4 virtual meetings, and dozens of small group discussions diving into specific topics, and 5 online survey opportunities. But we are not finished. We want to hear your thoughts on the vision plan. To leave a comment, go to austintexas.gov/ZilkerVision by January 8th, 2023, or join our upcoming community meetings either virtually on December 7th or in person on December 10th at the Macbeth Recreation Center in Zilker Park. Based on your community feedback, the vision plan is comprised of 5 guiding principles that help to inform design decisions. These are sustainability, equity, diversity, and inclusion, nature and ecology, history and culture, and accessibility. The projects within this plan are tied to these principles and your feedback in order to support, improve, and introduce these values within the park. Safe accessibility for all and encouraging multimodal transportation options was supported by the community feedback we received. This plan proposes safe, connected, and accessible circulation options for those on bike and foot. There is broad support for transit options to and within the park. Based on community input and the success of internal shuttle pilot programs, the recommendation of a permanent internal circulator is proposed. Continued love for the Zilker Eagle supports the recommendation of an extended route of the train to allow visitors more access to the amenities in and around the Great Lawn. Vehicular circulation, parking, and impervious cover are all important considerations within Zilker. This plan proposes streamlined vehicular circulation, the improvement of existing paved lots, the removal of all informal parking, and up to 3 parking garages, including one under Mopac, one underground near the land bridge, and one off of AZ Morton across from the Umlauf. These interventions result in a comparable quantity of parking spaces as is there today, but a decrease in impervious cover in the park. In the northwest area of the park, there is concern about access to the water and access to existing facilities like the Austin Nature and Science Center and the Zilker Botanical Gardens. There is also concern about informal parking on the Butler landfill. This plan proposes the removal of informal parking on the landfill to a parking garage under Mopac. The landfill would then be restored through ecological uplift to a naturalistic garden and woodland area. The proposed realignment of Stratford Drive supports these ecological uplift efforts and enhances pedestrian comfort and safety within the area. In the central area of the park, there is a lack of connection across Barton Springs Road, and the road acts as a very fast feeder to and from Mopac. Reducing Barton Springs Road to 1 lane in each direction would signal it as a park road instead of a feeder road to Mopac. This could be implemented after further traffic analysis and pilot programs are conducted by the City of Austin. A land bridge across Barton Springs Road would connect the park and provide a new central location for the Zilker Hillside Theater. On the eastern and northern sides of the park, there is opportunity for connection across Barton Creek and Lady Bird Lake, and an opportunity to celebrate the Great Lawn as a central gathering place for Austin. Picnic areas and a new pedestrian and bike bridge across Barton Creek safely connect the Ann and Roy Butler hike and bike trail to the neighborhoods and nearby businesses. A new bridge across Lady Bird Lake will create connection between the Roberta Crenshaw Bridge under Mopac and the Pfluger pedestrian bridge near South Lamar Boulevard, transforming the road that surrounds the Great Lawn into a pedestrian and bike-only trail supports active mobility and safe access to the Great Lawn. In the southern area of Zilker, there is limited parking for activities within the park and facilities like the Umlauf Sculpture Garden and Museum. There is also concern about the ecological health of Barton Springs and Barton Creek. The plan proposes a parking garage that supports the Umlauf Sculpture Garden and is connected to a pedestrian bridge and welcome plaza that serves as the front door to the park and a place for visitors like large school groups to meet before heading off to other areas of the park. The banks near the Barton Springs spillway would be restored to help prevent erosion and encourage growth of future heritage trees. Clear wayfinding down to the water's edge would be established to help control water access. Recommendations for the south side of Barton Springs Pool include new playscapes and gathering areas near the existing monkey tree lawn. In the southwestern area of the park, there is opportunity for activation and connection. The plan proposes a new entrance to the Girl Scout cabin. Columbus Drive will close to everyday vehicular traffic and become a pedestrian and bike route. This would also connect the Greenbelt and Violet Crown Trail to extend over the land bridge to Lady Bird Lake without crossing any vehicular roads. Andrew Zilker Road would become a bike and pedestrian path, and a new pedestrian bridge across the west side of Barton Springs Pool would create new connections to the Violet Crown Trailhead. This has been just a brief overview of the Zilker Park Vision Plan. To learn more about the plan, read it in detail, and leave comments, please visit austintexas.gov/ZilkerVision. Remember, comments close on January 8th. We hope you can join us at our community meetings, virtually on Wednesday, December 7th at 6 p.m. Central, or in person at our open house on Saturday, December 10th from 10 to 2 at the Macbeth Recreation Center in Zilker Park.